We're sorry but we don't have the budget for this opening.
Ugh, another terrible day of planning on getting my diploma at the end of the year so I continue with my courtroom case. Ugh, unbelievable.
Hi, Sir Jason. How's tricks?
Gah! Sorry, Vargas. I must have been asleep.
That's okay, I usually fall asleep during class too. Norman does all my work for me instead.
Where's Norman anyway, Vargas?
Oh, he felt sick after the first day so he went home. I just sure hope he's alright, Sir Jason. I miss him so much.
Don't worry, Vargas. At least you still have your other friends, right?
Unfortunately, I don't have any other friends. Every time I make one, they usually either run off scared or just afraid I might kill them.
That's probably why you look like the Grim Reaper.
I'm sorry, what was that, Sir Jason?
Just talking to myself. Nothing to worry about, Vargas. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, you cheeky rascal. Oop. Class starting. We'll talk soon. Alright, everyone shut up. Now before we start today's class, I got something to say. Now we got a new student who is starting out. All the way from Japan, please welcome Big Dom Simmons.
What's up, Scrubs?
Gasp. Oh no, not him. Not here.
What's wrong?
Big Dom Simmons, he is the absolute worst. Back when I had a normal face, and look, he made fun of my mustache I was growing. I was trying out a new look I did, but he just laughed and said better luck next time, loser.
Why, that good-for-nothing piece of...
Silence please, thank you. Now Big Dom Simmons, you can sit next to Sir Jason Allen Hatt.
Whatever, I don't give a chapstick.
So, you're Big Dom Simmons, are you? And I heard that you bullied Vargas over there, didn't you?
Teacher, he's bullying me and planning to give me a atomic wedge.
Sir Jason, stop picking a fight with the new kid of the class.
Buddy, I don't know who you're dealing with, but you're messing with the wrong person. I am official judge of Toyland trial courtrooms.
You, a judge of Toyland trial courtrooms, don't make me laugh. You are just a overgrown man in his 20s for eyes.
Hey, nobody makes fun of my glasses like that. No one. Ouch!
Of course you realize that this man so.
Ow!
That's it.
Huh?
I heard enough. Sir Jason Allen had come up to the front of the class at once. I got something to say to you.
It looks like Sir Jason Allen Hatt is in trouble. Perfect.
Yes, Mr. Clips? Is something wrong?
Is this your homework?
Yes, that is my homework.
I could expel you for drooling in your sleep while you did it.
Huh? How come he knows that I fell asleep while doing it? He must be psychic.
But you got 10% of the questions right, not even Vargas can solve that. So therefore I reckon you and your friend Earl from the next door class join in this year's school play. If you achieve well, I'll pass both you and Earl and give you both your diplomas after the show. But if you or Mr. Hong Pong Earl Richardson mess up, you both fail.
Great! Thanks, Mr. Clips. I owe you one. I'll go and tell my friend Earl right away, right after I finish this class. He'll be so excited his little bailiff heart will pop out of his chest.
Whoa. I thought Mr. Clips was going to throw the book at you. Here, Sir Jason, take this $1,000 check on me.
Why are you giving me this, Vargas?
Oh, just a thing I usually do when my best friend Norman doesn't get in trouble and ends up impressing the teacher in some way. BTW, my stepfather is a rich billionaire CEO deputy.
Gasp! Your stepfather isn't named Mr. No Alfonso Stitch, is it?
No, of course not. It's Jerry Robert Feldman. He's the CEO deputy of the Toyland Mall Plaza since 1996. I don't even know who Mr. Noah Alfonso Stitch is. What's he like?
Oh, he's just my old boss. Nothing to worry about, Vargas.
Oh. Well. Fair enough then.
Hey, any idea what the school play is going to be?
Why, of course I do. It's the story of Peter Pan. And between you and me, friend, I think Mr. Clips is wanting to cast you as the main character in this year's production.
Say what?
Hey. All I can say is, I just want to tell you good luck, we're all counting on you.
Thanks, Vargas. Coming from you, that means a whole lot. You know, you're not as scary as some people make it out to be. You're actually kinda cute.
Stop, Sir Jason, I am blushing. Especially after hearing a comment from a Toylandophical law and order magistrate such as yourself.
What? Sir Jason isn't getting in trouble. How can that be possible? In all my years of bullying and snitching on kids and adults, I never failed in my entire freaking life. Never. Woe is me, ag. Mark my words, Sir Jason Alan for eyes Hatt cheerful octopus, I shall get my revenge on you. Someday.
Later on that day after class was over.
Excuse me, do you, have the book of Peter Pan by J.M. Barries?
Why, yes, youngster, we do have the book Peter Pan by J.M. Barries. It's in aisle 17.
Can you speak a little louder? I cannot hear you when you mumble.
Quiet, sir, this is supposed to be a library, and that means peace and quiet, not endless chatter.
Ugh, look, I'm just gonna go ahead and find it myself. Thanks for nothing.
Some people these days, they just don't have any manners whatsoever.
And so Sir Jason got to work of practicing his lines for the school play.
Let's see here. To live would be an awfully big adventure. Just think of a wonderful happy thought and then you shall be lifted into the air like a balloon. Fairies only have room for one feeling at a time. Strangest story I ever read.
Until he remembered something.
Oh, cripes, I forgot I had to pay off my rent bill for this episode of Judge Sir Jason. I better go do so right away. But first I must borrow this book. Excuse me, sir, do you mind if I cut in front of you? I really need to borrow this book and pay off someone today. No, Sonny, my birthday isn't in May. It's in June the 14th. Ugh, these deaf people. No, I said I would like to borrow this book. Do you mind if I cut in line? Also, I have a bank rent to pay today. Do you hear me? No, Sonny, I don't watch Glee. That show is for little sissies. Hey, I know that was kind of harsh, but hey, I really need to borrow this book. Also, I need to pay my rent bill. Who am I even talking to anyway? Oh well, doesn't matter. I'd like to borrow this book copy of J.M. Barries' Peter Pan, please.
Why, of course, youngster. Do you by any chance have your library card on you?
I already told you, speak louder when you talk to me. Don't make me ask 20 questions at the same time.
Mr. Terrence Maurice Thomas of the Toyland Library. I told you cannot speak this quiet when talking to people wanting to borrow books.
But, Mrs. Allen...
I don't want to hear it. Now let me handle this. Go and sort out the book comic magazines 1 to 53.
Yes, ma'am. I'll go and do so right away.
I'm sorry about my coworker. He really needs to raise his voice when speaking to people wanting to check out books. So what's the book you were going to check out? J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan, I believe.
Yes, ma'am. I was.
Well, it's all set for you to borrow for about 2 weeks. Or else I'll vaporize your home planet and make your brains into soup.
Wait, you said what?
Doesn't matter. Just have the book in 2 weeks, okay?
Alright, thank you, Mrs. Allen.
You're welcome. Come back anytime you like.
Wow, that librarian sure showed him something personal. Personal? Personal what? Jelly? Duh, Junket. Some personal space.
Later on in the day.
Hey, banker businessman Brandon Homer Reginald. Guess what I got today? A $1,000 check so I can pay off my rent bill. Bullshit, Sue. There's no way you got a $1,000 check to pay off your rent bill, Sir Jason. Look at it yourself if you don't believe me. $1,000 check, courtesy of the Toyland Shopping Plaza Mall. Well, I'll be dipped in cheese curds and gravy. You really did have the money to pay off your rent bill, Sir Jason. Sorry for not believing you, but I guess you were right. And telling the truth all along. Told you. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you next month then. See you later, Sir Jason. Ugh, a bit of a wasteful money check in my opinion, but I needed to do what I needed to do. Let's see. To live would be an awfully big adventure. Just clap your hands and say, I believe in fairies. Don't let Tinkerbell die. Hey there, champ. What you reading there? I'm reading this school play script so I can earn my diploma at the end of the year, same with Earl. You're going to be in a school play? That sounds neat. What's the play called? It's called Peter Pan, Dad. Come on, clearly you must recognise at least some of these lines. Of course I do, my lad. I'm just having a little fun with you. You know, your story of Peter Pan reminds me of the time I was in a school play. You see, way back when I was... Dad, I don't have time to listen to any stories. I need to practice. This will only take a minute, son. Just hold on a minute. You see, when I was...
And so.
And this guy slipped over and broke his neck on a banana peel. Can you believe it, son? A whole banana peel. That's totally outrageous, don't you reckon, my boy? Sir Jason? Come on, son, where are you? It just gets so hard to find good listeners these days. Unbelievable.
Will Sir Jason practice in time for the show and will he pass?
I ran away to Kensington Garden. There I spent a long time living among the fairies and live in Never Never Land. Oh, I'm sorry, was I supposed to say something?
Where the heck hell is Hong Kong Earl Richardson during his school learning?
Oh yeah, this is the life. This is way better than spending time in a classroom and listening to some boring deadpan loser teacher.
And when will my Mars bar ice cream sundae ever get here? I'm sorry, I meant to say, will Big Dom Simmons get his revenge?
Better watch out, Sir Jason, because I am coming for you.
All those and more questions are coming up on the next conclusion episode of Judge Sir Jason Allen Hatt Back to School, to be concluded.